Namaste everybody. We are now in the 16th part of the Mahabharata series, in which I am going to establish the date of the end of the exile of the Pandavas. Why this should be done here? Just recall the previous part where we showed a discrepancy in the actual Uttarayana date and the date in which Bhīṣma left the world. He deducted 4 tithis from the actual date. Why did he do so? For that, we have to go through all the information given in the Mahabharata regarding the date. The first ever hint at the date appears at the exile period end. That is, the 13th year of the exile period was the incognito period when the Pandavas were living in disguise in the Virata country. And Kichaka was killed by Bhīma. And this gave a doubt to the Kauravas that the Pandavas may be hiding in the Virata country. So they started attacking the Virata country with the help of Trigarta king Susharma. So the Susharma, he stole the cattle and then just ran away. So the Virata king, along with the 4 Pandavas and the army, had just pursued him. So that was where the first hint is given as Saptami. On a Saptami day, Susharma stole the cattle. So the speciality about the Saptami is that actually it is given as Gharma Pakshiya Saptami. That means a hot Saptami. That means it's a Saptami in Krishna Paksha must have been cold because the moon will be waning and then, but unless it is a hot season, it would not have been told like this. So it was a Saptami in the hot season. That's what is given. But anyway, Saptami means, and also when somebody is stealing the cattle in a Saptami, it means that Vishti Karana must be running then. It must have been Krishna Saptami. Only in the Krishna Saptami, Vishti Karana just joins with that. Karana is part of Tithi and Karana is for Karya Siddhi, for accomplishing some act. So one can accomplish the act of stealing during the Vishti Karana. So it must have been Krishna Saptami. That is the deduction from Arthāpatti Pramana. And then the next day, that is on the day of Ashtami, Krishna Ashtami, the Kauravas attacked the capital country because the army has left. There is nobody, not many soldiers to guard the country. So they ransacked and then just they left, they gone away. And at that time, Bṛhannala, that is Arjuna in the form of Bṛhannala, and the Virata prince started pursuing them. At that time, Arjuna revealed himself to the Virata prince, and also he started fighting with the Kauravas by blowing the Shankh, his own Shankh, and then hoisting his flag on the chariot. This was seen by the Kauravas, and who made sure that this was Arjuna only. And they told the Bhīṣma that Arjuna has revealed himself before the end of the exile period, for which Bhīṣma convinced them, no, they have spent more than 5 months in exile. So there is no problem about it, that he has revealed himself. And what happened? Arjuna won that battle and he returned home, that is returned to the country on the same Ashtami. By then, the king who had gone the previous day also had returned successfully. But Arjuna did not reveal himself. But here we get a clue from Karna, who was on the Kaurava side, saying that it was Grishma and we are in the place of the Shatrus in Vana. And then people are not, that is, the army is not able to bear the heat of the season. So they are getting disheartened. We have to go back. He said so. So from this, we come to know that the period was Grishma which could be Mithuna or Kataka in solar month, or Jeshta or Ashaḍha in the lunar month. So we have to find out when this dialogue has taken place. By that we will know when the stealing of the cattle has taken place. By that we will know when Arjuna revealed himself. So we get a clue from the beginning of the incognito period in the Mahabharata itself, where it has been told that on the fourth month of their incognito existence, the festival for Brahma took place in the Matsya kingdom, in which Bhīma participated. This is the Pushkar festival. Pushkar festival, which is being celebrated even today in the month of Kartika. It has been a tradition to celebrate it in the month of Kartika. So Kartika is the 4th month from which month? Only if they have gone into the country and towards the end of the Ashaḍha month, then Shravana, then Bhadrapada, Asvayuja, and Kartika. Kartika could be the 4th month then. So we are getting a very valid hint here that the month was Ashaḍha when Arjuna revealed himself. That means the exile had almost ended at that time. But on the third day from that day, that is after the Ashtami, Tatas Tritiye Divase, it is written in Mahabharata, they revealed, all the Pandavas revealed themselves. That is the third day, means Ashtami, Navami, Dashami. That is in the Ashaḍha Krishna Dasami day, they revealed themselves. And then we have to know which ayana it is. For that, the calendar we prepared already gives us the clue. In the Krodhi year, the Dakshinayana started in Ashaḍha month in Shukla Saptami, whereas here we are seeing Krishna Dasami. That means the Dakshinayana has already started. So the exile ended in Dakshinayana, which means the exile must have started in a Dakshinayana 13 years ago. Can any astronomy simulator establish this date? Tell me. Okay, now based on the end of the exile, we are able to construct the entire 13-year period of the Varavasa. Here I have constructed backward, like that. This is the Gregorian date here, and in this column I am giving the 5 years, 5-year yuga. That is a first year. Krodhi was a first year, and then fifth, fourth, third, like that I am just showing. This is the INR, D and U, and here the exile year. See, where first I am checking the Adhika Masa. There should have been 5 Adhika Masas with this period. So in Krodhi itself, in Chaitra, there was an Adhika Masa. Earlier in the 10th year and then in the 7th year, like that, I can just construct, I can make sure in the astrology simulator using the Surya Siddhanta Ayanamsha, I am able to reconstruct all this. So with that, I'll coming to know that on the third year of the Dakshinayana, that is in the Karavarsha, they started the exile. So by Nandana, next year, first year is over, second year over. Like that in Krodhi, 13 years were over. In the month, year 13th, the 13th year, which coincided with Krodhi, the in the Dakshinayana period, on Krishna Dasami of Dakshinayana, they completed their exile. So can any simulator, astronomy simulator, establish these dates? In fact, even researchers are just confused about what this Adhika Masa means. They are adding Adhika Masa months to the year. Please note that the entire period of Adhika Masa is part and parcel of the 5-year period. Within the 5-year yuga, the 5 solar years will be there. And within that, the moon has gone for 5 years and 2 months, 2 extra months. That is how the Adhika Masa comes. It's not that you are adding extra days to this. But some researchers are doing that without knowing the basics. So there's something else. But here we have established the date of the end of the exile period, by that the beginning of the exile period. So after this, what happened? We will see in the next part. And by this, we are coming to the end of the 16th part. And before taking leave of you, I am requesting you to share this widely with your friends and others. Thank you.